I can think of no more irresponsible act of a British government in modern times. These were the words of Geoffrey Robertson QC when he was reflecting on the UK government's role during the Rwandan genocide in 1994. It was the Conservative government in power at the time under the leadership of John Major, the Prime Minister. It wasn't, as I've seen people say on social media, Tony Blair and New Labour. These didn't get in power until 1997, so cannot be held accountable for this. In fact, it's pretty interesting that everyone talks about Blair in Iraq all the time on social media, and I never hear people talking about John Major and Rwanda. Essentially, the UK government's approach at the time was that Rwanda was outside its sphere of interest. In 1994, the Brits were actually concerned about stoking tensions with the French, who were claiming that the British were trying to increase their influence in Africa and could use Rwanda to do this. This makes the next video on France's role in all this even worse. The outcome was, as one British official later said, "We knew little and we cared less." This is not to suggest that the UK government knew nothing. They sent a representative to Rwanda just weeks before the genocide took place. They reported back saying just how precarious the situation was, but the UK government never acted on it. Sir David Haney, pictured here, was the government's representative at the Security Council in New York. When the genocide began to flare up, he voted in favour of reducing the number of UN peacekeepers in the country. He made the same argument as the US did in the video I did last week, that the Council should not repeat the failures of Somalia. This is why academics since have argued that the British government was itself complicit in the Rwandan genocide. I can't praise the work of Linda Melvern enough here. She's an investigative journalist that spent a large part of her life researching this. And if you want to know more, this is a great place to start. And a final dark twist in this tale. Bear in mind, there are at least 5 alleged Rwandan perpetrators living in the UK now who have never faced trial. Just last year, there was fury that the Met Office failed to conclude a 6-year investigation into these people.